All right, everyone, welcome back. I feel like every time we turn around, AI is doing something even more mind-blowing. Like, are you kidding me?
It's crazy, right?
I know. It really is. Remember when Deep Blue beat Kasparov at chess and everyone freaked out?
Yeah, yeah.
And that was like the coolest thing ever.
Totally.
But now AI can make videos just from you describing what you want.
It's like a magic almost.
It really is kind of like magic. That's what we're going deep on today. A brand new tool that lets you do just that. Create videos just by describing what you want. We're talking about Sora.
From OpenAI.
Yes, the same folks who brought us ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
We get some great info for this deep dive from articles in Forbes, the New York Post, and Business Insider.
Lots to cover.
Yeah. So consider this your cheat sheet for understanding what Sora is, how big of a deal it might be, and what we should all be looking out for.
That's a good way to put it. A cheat sheet.
Yeah, right.
I like that. This tool, Sora, I think what's so fascinating about it is it could make video creation something anybody can do.
Right.
No matter your background or experience.
Yeah, that's what's got so many people so excited about it.
Right.
But maybe not everyone's been glued to the latest AI developments. So can we just back up for a sec?
Sure.
What exactly is Sora?
So at its core, Sora is what's called an AI model, which basically means it's a very complicated computer program trained on tons and tons and tons of data.
Oh, wow.
In this case, Sora has been trained on countless images and videos to understand how visuals work, how things look, how things move together.
Okay.
And then you just type in a description of what you want to see. Let's say you want to see a cat wearing a top hat riding a unicycle across a rainbow.
Wow, yeah, that's a good one.
Sora can take that description and actually create a video showing exactly that.
That is so wild.
It's pretty incredible.
That's wild. It's like having your own personal Hollywood effects team.
Kinda, yeah.
Right there in your computer.
Exactly.
And it's not just little grainy videos either.
No, not at all.
Sora makes these videos in high definition.
Yep, up to 1080p.
And they can be up to 20 seconds long. You can choose widescreen. You can choose vertical. You can do square format.
Whatever works best for you.
You can even put in your own pictures or video clips, and Sora will incorporate them.
That's one of the cool things about it.
And there's all these fun tools you can play around with. There's this one called Remix.
Oh, yeah, I love Remix.
Oh, it's so cool. It lets you rearrange stuff in the video that Sora made, almost like you're using Photoshop but for moving pictures.
Yeah, it's almost like having layers.
You can move things around,
Yeah.
make them bigger, make them smaller, get rid of them. It's amazing.
I know.
I've been messing around with Sora myself, and I can already make stuff that looks somewhat professional. But full disclosure, I am no Steven Spielberg. So for our listeners out there who want to try Sora themselves, where can they find it?
Well, it's available on OpenAI's platform, which is at Sora.com.
Easy enough.
Pretty straightforward. It started out with just limited access, but they've been opening it up to more and more people. Actually, they had to pause new accounts for a while because, so many people wanted to try it.
Well, that's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
That says something about how much buzz there is around this thing. Well, let's be real for a sec. No way this thing is perfect yet, right? What are some of the areas where Sora still needs some work?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as amazing as all this is, Sora is not perfect. It still has trouble with some things.
Like what?
Complex human movements are one area where it kind of struggles. So think about things like realistic walking hand gestures, facial expressions.
Right.
Sora can do all that stuff, but it can still look a bit unnatural or jerky sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's also the potential for visual inconsistencies to pop up in the videos, like objects might suddenly appear or disappear randomly.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's like a little glitch in the Matrix.
So maybe not quite ready to take over Hollywood just yet?
Maybe not quite yet.
But it still seems like it has enormous potential, though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think the implications for the creative industry are huge. Imagine if a small business owner who's never made a video before could suddenly create professional-looking product demos without having to hire a whole film crew.
Yeah, that's true.
Or aspiring filmmakers could prototype scenes and visual effects super easily.
It's really exciting to think about all the possibilities.
Right.
But on the flip side, isn't there a concern that if video production becomes so much cheaper and easier,
Yeah.
that it could actually put a lot of people out of work?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a valid concern. It's similar to the anxiety around automation in a lot of other industries.
Right, like the whole robots taking our jobs thing.
Exactly. And I think there will definitely be an adjustment period. Some jobs might change or even disappear. But I also believe that new opportunities will emerge, maybe even more opportunities than before.
How so?
Well, instead of thinking of Sora as replacing human filmmakers, maybe it's more about freeing them up from the tedious parts of the job
Right.
so they can focus on the really creative stuff, the stuff that AI can't do yet.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not about replacement, but about changing how we work.
Exactly.
And to be honest, I don't think we're that far off from Sora being able to tell stories with the same nuance and emotional depth that a human director can.
You're right. I think that's one of the biggest things to watch for. How will Sora evolve in terms of storytelling ability?
Yeah. Will it be able to create characters that we really connect with and feel for?
Yeah.
Will it be able to build suspense and tension and drama in a way that keeps us on the edge of our seats?
Those are the big questions.
And honestly, nobody knows the answer yet. That's part of what makes this whole thing so exciting and a little bit scary, too.
Definitely. It's a brave new world.
So, okay, let's zoom out for a minute. What's the big takeaway here?
I think the big takeaway is that Sora is a very powerful tool with the potential to completely change how we create and consume video.
Right.
But it's still early days. This technology is evolving incredibly quickly.
Which means we need to be having these conversations now.
Absolutely.
We need to be thinking about the ethical implications, the potential impact on jobs, and the future of creativity itself. It's a lot to wrap our heads around.
It really is. But it's important.
I agree. All right, so for our listeners, if you haven't checked out Sora yet, what are you waiting for? Go to Sora.com, play around with it, see what you can make.
Yeah, have some fun with it.
You might be surprised what you're capable of. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI-generated video.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.